Hey Soup, it's Claytano. Thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. So a couple, I guess weeks ago now, I've gotten Camilla. As you can see right here, this little girl right here, so cute. Like, oh my god. Okay. But basically, a few of you, maybe one or two, or maybe not even anybody, has been asking how have I ruined my Camilla. And you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to do a showcase on it, show you guys how I've ruined my Camilla, and basically weighing out the odds between Tankmilla and Critmilla, and why I chose to go the route that I did. So without further ado, let me just pull up my monster box right here and click on my Camilla. Is it Camilla or is it like a tortilla, like it's Camilla? Anyway, so to start off, you see that I have no crit rate, no crit damage, and barely any attacks. So basically, right off the bat, you can see that I chose Tankmilla. So Tankmilla, the reason why I did this is because there's two things that my defense is struggling against. No, mainly just one thing my defense is struggling against, and this is to help counter against those specific arena offenses that counter my defense. And this is the way you guys should be thinking for all of your runes, for all of your monsters, for all of your ADs, and thinking, what specific AO am I countering? Am I countering a fast cleave AO, which means is somebody going to strip my team, put Galleon buff on, and nuke me twice? Okay, they're going to nuke you twice, they're going to put you like a dirty banana inside the microwave and nuke the fuck out of you. Is that what they're going to do? Or are they going to slide some condoms all over my team and put these little stupid bomb symbols all over my team? Are they gonna basically strip my team of all my well runes, throw bombs on everybody, and then have another Sierra put another bomb on somebody that they miss a bomb with, and then blow everybody up a single turn? If that's the case, then this is what I'm trying to protect against, because it's actually really super hard to protect against that type of team, and you really have to just rely on RNG luck for them to not land their bombs. Or am I trying to prevent against somebody like bruising my team out? Because that is still a very real thing in Conqueror Arena. A lot of people like to slow roll people, and slow rolling means that they're just trying to like bring a bunch of healers, be safe, make sure that their team survives, and don't care how long it takes. They're going to make sure that they get the win no matter what, and they'll see you in about 5 hours. But aside from that, there's really no other types of AOs aside from like the Lucian, but everybody knows how to counter against Lucian now. It's really simply just bring a couple Nemesis healers or something like that, or a lot of fire monsters, and you should be good, or outspeed them, things like that. Those are good against Lucian AOs. Or will runes for the people that Lucian with Leonardo DiCaprio. So aside from that though, I'm just trying to think here where I wanted to go with that. So yeah, so what did I ruin my Camilla for? What did I try to do with my Camilla? Well, my Camilla is trying to at least survive one bomb. I typically pair my Camilla up with Rena and a very tanky fire monster like Juno. Okay? The reason why is because if you have a lot of water tank and you pair them up with a lot of fire tank, if they bring somebody that's wind against you to counter your water tanks, they're going to have a hard time with that fire tank. And if they bring a lot of water AO damage, which doesn't really happen very often, there's like Alicia, Poseidon, and maybe, I don't even want to say Verad now as an AO option, because I still don't think he's like that viable to replace any of the main ones. But if you don't have those typical water AO monsters, you're going to have a hard time clearing any sort of fire-water combo. For the most part, clear, like fast clear them, for the most part. Teor is also another option. He's great water nuke. But aside from that, there's really not that many, to be completely honest. And it's kind of interesting to know that they don't have too many options for water nukes, and they don't also have very many options for fire nukes either. I mean, it's literally up to Zeros, and that's about it. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, so that's aside from the point. So the reason why I ruined my Camilla tank is because I want to make sure that I'm defending against bombs. If I have my HP at a certain amount, around 45,000 HP. She should be able to withstand 1 bomb. Nobody's really going to withstand 2 bombs, so there's no point in going more than that. And then after that first bomb goes off, she, you know, comes back, starts violent proccing, and she's just annoying to deal with. She's not going for a win, she's just going to stall a team out so that way I can throw her in last 10 minutes of arena and have people trying to kill my arena defense for last 10 minutes and not be able to finish their attack by the time arena closes, so I don't get hit basically in the last 10 minutes for the most part. There are a lot of people that are getting smart to the stall arena meta, so I'm probably going to change up here very shortly, but this is how and why I ruined it the way I did for now. Basically what I did was I went HP, HP, HP. I went with speed substats when possible to try to get it to at least 74 speed on HP, HP, HP. And then everything else is really just defense focused, HP focused, resistance focused, and that's about it. The attack percent on this one was just kind of a bonus. As you can see, everything else like HP, defense, HP, defense percent, speed, accuracy, resistance. There's really no need for accuracy. Really, it's just a wasted stat on Camilla. You also have this one, speed, HP, resistance, defense, and then the attack was a bonus. This one, some crit rate, which is always, you know, it's not ever going to hurt you because Camilla's second skill does damage based on the enemy's max HP. So if you have a little bit of crit rate, a little bit of crit damage, it's never going to hurt you at all, ever. On even support monsters, crit rate is always nice. I mean, it's never a bad option to have. A little bit of crit damage there that I just threw on there. To be honest, I don't know what I would switch it with. I already have speed. Yeah, I mean, there's really no other option that I'd switch it with right now for anyway. And then this rune here, 25% HP, speed, and resistance. There's no defense on slot 1, so there's no point in really switching that rune out. But basically that's it. It's just straight up tank HP as much as possible, and that's about it. To be honest, with this type of build, it's really bad everywhere else in the game. Like, you're not going to use this type of Camilla in Guild Wars, really, to be honest. You're not going to want to do that ever. No. Don't use this type of Camilla in Guild Wars ever. It's not a good idea. It's just going to really stall out, and it's going to take you forever to do your swords. That would be the main concern about building a Tankmilla. If this is like one of your only nat 5s, then I would say stick to more of the Critmilla, because you want to have some versatility with Camilla, and if you don't have any other versatility outside of arena defense, like you can't even use it on offense really. It's so it's horrible on offense. Like, it's just bad everywhere but arena defense, and that's even bad everywhere except arena defense in the last 10 minutes. It's just such a troll option to do, and I wouldn't recommend it for people that aren't like very late game, or maybe have 2 Camillas and one to just, you know, whatever they want to do for the birds, right? Typically I would recommend Critmilla, which I might switch him over to Critmilla sometime soon. I have some decent runes that I put on her. Maybe like throw this rune on there so that way there's some decent HP percent. Maybe something like this on there as well. And then there's one other rune that I might have put on her instead of that one. But really just wanted to stay with the violent nemesis. That's really the best way to rune Camilla, whether it's tank, crit, or anything else. I would say that's the best way to go. I mean, you could put revenge on her, but I wouldn't fuck with revenge unless you have like super good runes that, you know, are ungodly and you don't want to use anywhere else. Like, say maybe something like this rune here. You know, I would really just say stick with the nemesis if you can, and that's why Necropolis B10 is so important to have that team to advance forward in arena. Really, you just having, well, not for revenge, but like for Nemesis, having that Necro team is super, super important. To have those will runes for your AO and Nemesis runes for your defense. So definitely, if you guys haven't built that yet, build it ASAP. Snap. ASAP snap. Do it. Aside from that, I guess if you're building Critmilla, just to kind of give you a guide on that, go attack crit damage HP. Try to have at least 25,000 HP, at least plus 50 to plus 60 speed, as high crit rate as possible. Like, don't even care about the crit damage from the subs. You're gonna get that from your slot 4 automatically. So just bump everything into crit rate. She even has that awakening 15% that you don't need to worry about. So it's a little bit easier to get a little bit higher crit rate, but try to get like 85, 90% crit rate if you can, while still having the decent HP and the decent speed. And then your attack is going to mainly come from these two slots, and then if you can get some extra subs other places here and there, then that's a bonus. But you really want to at least have 25,000 HP total. If you don't have that, I would say give up some attack for it, man, because she's so tanky, and if you don't build her tanky, she's gonna die like a second. But just the fact that she has that 12,000 HP main, base stat, you want to take advantage of that. And you need to it's so easy to get 25,000 HP. Maybe even try to go up to 30,000. That should be your priority more so than attack. Attack should be a little bit more on the back burner, but still focus on it. There's just a whole lot of stats to focus with a Critmilla that it makes it very, very, very hard to ruin a very good one. Let me pull up a good Critmilla just to kind of give you guys an idea of like something that's to shoot for. Okay. Where's my, oh my gosh. Okay. So this is Scat Fetus. Obviously it's no secret he has really, really good monsters and really good runes. So this is to kind of show you guys, give you something to shoot for your Camilla. She's one of the best monsters in the game right now, so for you to not give her some of your best runes is a little bit silly. So definitely invest in her. Invest. But as you can see, crit damage, it's not that super high. Okay, it's not super high because it doesn't need to be. He's focusing on his crit rate. He's got his plus 50 speed there. He has everything else into attack, and then he's got the rest into HP. He's got about 33,000 HP, which is amazing because it's on attack, crit damage, right? Attack, crit damage, attack. He's got the rest in subs that he's got right there. See all this? Everything else is in subs. HP, sub, HP, sub, HP 32 sub, HP sub, and HP 36 sub. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I obviously understand, so you guys aren't going to be able to have a 36% HP substat or a 32% HP substat, or anything like that. But it's just something to kind of build yourself around. Like, it needs to be tanky enough to withstand a couple hits, but it needs to be able to do enough damage. And this clearly is one of, in my opinion, one of the better runed Camillas in the game. The only other one that I would say would be close to it, and I'm just gonna check real quick if it's on the rankings right now. If not, then we'll just kind of skip past and act like it never happened. And don't look at my arena rank, it doesn't matter. It's like, what, Tuesday? Yeah, no, Monday. It's Monday, so it's just after arena ended. And I totally forgot to even look for the name that I was looking for, so let me start over. I don't think he typically stays in the top 100 during the week, so he may not be here. Oh, I think he's here. Okay, so Green Paladin, typically he's got a really good runes Camilla. I'm not sure if it's better than Scats right now. Yeah, I mean, I would say that's pretty damn good. I mean, it's got a little bit less attack, a little bit more speed, a little bit more crit rate and crit damage though, and really accuracy. Like I said, it's a non-factor, so why use it? And his resistance is a little bit lower than Scat's as well. But as you can see, Violent Nemesis, it's the same thing that you want. Like it's so valuable to have that, so that way you don't really have to have a whole lot of speed, and you could still have, you know, attack, or something like that. But see, look, he's got HP slot too, where you guys can utilize that as well. It's a little bit easier to get the HP out of that when you use HP slot too. He still has some crazy HP subs though, so definitely, you know, look at that. HP 33%, but if you kind of spread them out a little bit more, you guys might be able to do something similar. But this is just the general idea to kind of work for a Critmilla. It's not super, like, it's, a lot of people think Critmilla is like glass cannon, like that's all you gotta worry about is damage, like a Theomars almost. It's not. There's definitely more to it, and you want to focus on a lot more stats than just attack, crit damage, and crit rate. It's a whole all-around Camilla. If you can't ruin a full all-around Camilla, go tank. Just throw all of your HP on there as possible and go tank, because it's very difficult to ruin her, and very difficult to ruin her right. And if you don't have her to where she's tanky enough to live, she's gonna be a dead Camilla, and a dead Camilla is a worthless Camilla, as everybody knows. So that's it though, guys. Hopefully this gives you some insight on kind of like a I guess it's a monster spotlight that I just did, but hopefully you learned some other things along the way, such as arena offense, arena defense, strategy, and things like that. But for right now, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more. And as always, stay soupy. Don't be potatoes. Love you guys. Peace later. Bye-bye. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. If you want to see my previous video, you can click on the link or visit me on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, I just started making t-shirts, so check out my website at www.claytano.com to see all of my gamer-inspired apparel. And as always, stay soupy and don't be a potato.